Have you ever noticed how every English class starts the same way? The teacher smiles, the students repeat, and the room echoes with the same robotic words. I'm fine, thank you. And you? You've said it 1,000 times. You've heard it since your first English lesson. But deep down, something always felt off. You practiced that sentence again and again. Yet when you finally spoke to a real native speaker, they looked at you, confused. Their answer didn't sound like what you expected. And in that moment, you realized something no one had ever told you. Maybe you've been learning English wrong your entire life. Let's be real. You've been trying to sound natural, but your words sound like a textbook. You want to sound fluent, but you sound like you're reading from a script. I'm fine, thank you. And you? Feels safe, but it doesn't sound real. And you've probably wondered, why do Americans never say it? Why do they say things like, I'm doing good, not bad, or even pretty decent instead? If you've ever felt embarrassed in a conversation, stuck between what you learned and what people actually say, this story is your wake-up call. Because this isn't just about grammar or vocabulary. It's about the soul of your English. Textbooks taught you to be correct, but nobody taught you to sound human. Flashcards filled your mind with words, but never taught you how to connect. You kept repeating the same lines, hoping one day it would sound fluent. But every time you spoke, your voice felt small, unnatural, like a stranger speaking someone else's language. And the worst part? You thought it was your fault. You thought maybe you weren't talented enough to learn English. But the truth is, the system failed you. The method failed you. Your brain doesn't learn from repetition. It learns from emotion. It learns from stories. Let me tell you about Sarah. She was a quiet student from a small town, terrified of speaking English. Every day she practiced sentences from her book, polite, perfect, and painfully robotic. But one day while working at a cafe, a customer asked, "Hey, how's your day going?" And her brain froze. That sentence wasn't in her book. She smiled nervously, whispered, "I'm fine, thank you." "And you?" The man smiled kindly, but his eyes said it all. It sounded strange. That day, Sarah made a decision that changed everything. She stopped learning English like a rule book and started living it like a story. Within weeks, her conversations became real. Her words sounded alive. She stopped translating and started expressing. And that's exactly what this documentary will do for you. It will teach you how real people actually speak, how emotion changes meaning, how tone builds trust, and how one sentence can make or break your connection. You'll hear clear, slow narration, so you truly understand every word. You'll learn expressions that native speakers use every single day. And most importantly, you'll feel the confidence to sound natural, not just correct. Imagine this. You walk into a store and someone says, "Hey, how's it going?" Instead of freezing, you smile naturally and say, "Pretty good. How about you?" The rhythm feels smooth. The moment feels real. You're not memorizing anymore. You're communicating. You start watching English shows and realize you actually understand them. You start thinking in English, responding without fear, connecting without hesitation. That's not a dream. That's what's about to happen. So if you're tired of repeating the same robotic lines, if you're ready to speak English that actually sounds alive, then this documentary is your turning point. Smash that like button if you're done sounding like a textbook and ready to sound like you. Subscribe to the Control English channel. because this is where your fluency begins. Turn on subtitles, stay till the end, and I promise, by the time this documentary finishes, you'll never say, "I'm fine, thank you." And you, the same way again. This is your moment, your story, your transformation. Welcome to the Control English. Let's be honest. You've been saying the same sentence since your first English class. "I'm fine, thank you." And you? Every time someone asks, "How are you?" those words jump out automatically. But deep down, you know it sounds robotic, outdated, and unnatural. You've heard native speakers say things differently. "I'm good," "doing great," "not bad," "can't complain," "pretty decent, you." And every time you wonder, why do they sound real while I sound like a textbook? The truth is simple. English isn't about memorizing lines. It's about connecting with people. And "I'm fine, thank you," and "you" doesn't connect anymore. It's a phrase that belongs in grammar books, not in real life. Today, in this documentary, we're going to fix that. We're going to explore how to truly sound natural, confident, and alive in English. Not like a student repeating lessons, but like a human sharing emotions. Lesson 1. The problem with "I'm fine, thank you." And you? The sentence itself isn't wrong. Grammatically, it's perfect. But the problem isn't grammar, it's emotion. Native speakers don't talk like that because it feels cold and distant. Imagine meeting a friend after years, and they ask, "How are you?" Would you really say, "I'm fine, thank you," and you? Number. You'd smile and say, "I've been great." What about you? Or maybe, "Honestly, it's been a tough week." That's how real English feels. Alive, emotional, human. Lesson 2. The emotional side of language. Language is emotion in words. The reason native speakers sound different is because they feel their sentences. "I'm fine" doesn't show how you truly feel. But "I'm doing good," "I'm okay," or even "I've had better days" expresses emotion. Learning English isn't about speaking perfectly. It's about being understood emotionally. Lesson 3. Why schools still teach it. Most schools around the world teach "I'm fine, thank you," and "you" because it's easy to memorize. It's safe. Teachers want to build confidence, not conversation. But confidence built on old formulas doesn't last. When real conversations happen, you freeze. That's because what you learned doesn't match what you hear in real life. The goal now is to move beyond classroom English into living English. Lesson 4. The real conversation starter. When someone says, "How are you?" they don't really want a perfect answer. They want a connection. Try answering like this. "I'm doing good, just been busy lately," or "Not bad, just trying to survive Monday." These phrases show personality. They tell a story in one line. That's what modern English sounds like. Short, real, and personal. Lesson 5. Breaking the habit. Old habits are hard to kill. The next time someone asks, "How are you?" pause before you speak. Don't let the old phrase jump out. Take a breath, smile, and choose a new one. Say, "I'm pretty good," or "Doing great, thanks." It'll feel weird at first, but that's how growth feels. Awkward before it's awesome. Lesson 6. The mirror moment. Stand in front of a mirror. Ask yourself out loud, "How are you?" Now answer naturally, no script. You'll notice something strange. When you speak without thinking, you sound more real. That's your true English voice. Practice that version daily. You're not just learning pronunciation, you're learning confidence. Lesson 7. How Americans really talk. In real American conversations, people use dozens of casual responses. I'm good. Can't complain. Pretty chill. Hanging in there. Feeling great. Same old, same old. Each one carries a mood. When you use them, you sound alive, relatable, and fluent. You're not showing off. You're blending in, naturally. Lesson 8. What happens when you sound real? When you speak naturally, people respond differently. They smile more. They listen longer. Because you no longer sound like a student, you sound like you. And that's the ultimate goal of learning any language. To be yourself in another language. Lesson 9. The psychology of first impressions. Your first sentence in any conversation decides how people feel about you. If you say, I'm fine, thank you, and you, it sounds formal and distant. But, I'm doing great, what about you? Feels open and friendly. Vocabulary is power, but tone builds trust. And trust is what creates real connection. Lesson 10. From textbook to real talk. Imagine this scene. You meet your American friend, Mike. He smiles and says, Hey, how's it going? You respond, I'm fine, thank you, and you? Suddenly, there's silence. Mike's smile fades, not because you were wrong, but because it sounded rehearsed. Now imagine if you said, I'm doing great. Just busy these days, his eyes light up, and the conversation flows. Same English, different energy. Lesson 11. The power of tone. In English, how you say something matters more than what you say. I'm good, with a flat voice sounds bored. But I'm good, with a little smile sounds genuine. Your voice carries emotion, and emotion carries understanding. Practice tone as much as words. Lesson 12. Learning from real voices. Watch movies, listen to podcasts, hear how people actually respond to, how are you? You'll notice patterns. They don't use perfect grammar. They use real emotion. That's your classroom now, the world itself. Lesson 13. Vocabulary for real feelings. Don't just say, I'm fine. Try these instead. I'm amazing. I'm hanging in there. Feeling tired but happy. These small switches make your English sound real. Each one shows a little piece of who you are. Lesson 14. When you're not okay. Sometimes, honesty builds deeper conversations. If you're not okay, it's okay to say so. It's been a rough week, or I'm a little stressed, but I'll be fine. Real English includes real life, not fake smiles. Lesson 15. Small talk, big impact. How are you? Is just the start. Follow it with a question. I'm good. How's your day going? Or not bad. How about you? Busy today? That turns a greeting into a connection. English isn't about exchange. It's about engagement. Lesson 16. Breaking the school English barrier. The old school system made us repeat lines without context. You were never taught how real people talk because the goal was correctness, not confidence. But English is a living thing. It grows, changes, evolves. The best speakers are those who sound real, not perfect. Lesson 17. The cultural shift. In America, small talk is emotional currency. It's not just, how are you? It's, what's up? How's it going? How have you been? If you answer like a textbook, you build a wall. But if you answer with warmth, you open a door. Lesson 18. Why confidence matters more than accuracy. Even if you use simple words, your confidence decides how people perceive you. I'm fine may be correct, but I'm good, thanks. With energy feels fluent. Fluency is confidence in motion. Lesson 19. Practice through daily encounters. Every time you meet someone, cashier, teacher, bus driver, use a different version of how are you? or its reply. I'm great. How's your day going? Each repetition builds a natural rhythm. Lesson 20. The power of authenticity. Don't fake your feelings to sound fluent. Be honest. Be human. That's what makes English truly beautiful. Its ability to express your truth. Lesson 21. Overcoming shyness. Many learners fear sounding wrong, but sounding fake is worse. You can fix mistakes. You can't fix silence. The moment you start expressing how you really feel, people listen differently. Lesson 22. The accent myth. Fluency isn't about accent, it's about connection. Americans respect honesty more than imitation. Speak your truth clearly, not perfectly. Lesson 23. The feel first rule. Before you reply in English, feel what you want to say. Then speak. That small pause creates authenticity. How are you? Plus, feeling equals real conversation. Lesson 24. Vocabulary expansion through emotion. Every emotion has words. Happy, sad, excited, tired, proud, anxious. The more emotions you can name, the richer your English becomes. Lesson 25. Learning through reflection. After every conversation, replay it in your mind. What felt natural? What didn't? That reflection builds awareness, the first step to mastery. Lesson 26. The 3-second rule. Don't rush to reply. Take 3 seconds, then answer naturally. That small delay gives your brain time to choose real words over memorized ones. Lesson 27. Body language in English. Smile, nod, use gestures. English isn't only words, it's movement, rhythm, and emotion. Your body speaks before your mouth does. Lesson 28. Replacing fear with curiosity. Instead of fearing mistakes, get curious about new expressions. That's a cool phrase. How do you usually say that? Curiosity makes learning joyful. Lesson 29. Building your new identity. You're not just learning phrases. You're building a new version of yourself. A version who speaks with confidence, clarity, and emotion. Lesson 30. The final goodbye to. I'm fine, thank you. And you? Today, say goodbye to that line. Not because it's wrong, but because it no longer represents who you are. You're no longer a beginner repeating patterns. You're a communicator, alive, confident, expressive. The next time someone asks, "How are you?" Don't reach for a rule book. Reach for your heart. Speak from there. That's real English. So, how are you, really? That's the question this entire journey has been about. You started as a learner, repeating words. Now, you're becoming a speaker who connects hearts. English isn't just grammar and vocabulary. It's emotion, honesty, and humanity. From small towns to big cities, from quiet classrooms to loud dreams, your voice matters. So the next time someone asks, "How are you?" smile and say it your way. I'm doing great. Could be better. Feeling alive. Because you are alive. And that's what English was meant to express, life itself. If this journey inspired you, hit like, share it with a friend, and subscribe to the Control English channel. Because your voice deserves to be heard. And this is just the beginning of your real English story.